Hello everyone, here we are again. Today we have lesson 33. We're going to talk about how to use the simple past in the negative form. So are you ready? Let's start. First thing we'll start with is verb to be. The negative form of verb to be is verb to be in the simple past plus not. Verb to be in the simple past plus not. This is the conjugation. I was not, you were not, he was not, she was not, it was not, we were not, you were not, and they were not. Okay? Let's practice. Let's put them in sentences. I was not at home. I was not at home. This is the full form. The short form or the contracted form is I wasn't at home. I wasn't at home. They have the same meaning, okay? It's just the same thing. You were not at home. You were not at home. You weren't at home. You weren't at home. He was not at home. He was not at home. He wasn't at home. He wasn't at home. She was not at home. She was not at home. She wasn't at home. She wasn't at home. It was not at home. It was not at home. It wasn't at home. It wasn't at home. You were not at home. You were not at home. You weren't at home. You weren't at home. We were not at home. We were not at home. We weren't at home. We weren't at home. They were not at home. They were not at home. They weren't at home. They weren't at home. For the negative form of the other verbs, I mean here the other verbs, the regular and irregular verbs. Okay, the negative form is subject plus auxiliary verb do plus not plus main verb or verb in the infinitive. Okay, so let's see here, we have an example. I did not watch TV. I did not watch TV. The auxiliary verb do is in the simple past is did plus not plus watch, which is the main verb. I did not watch TV. The contracted form or the short form is I didn't watch TV. I didn't watch TV. The auxiliary verb, here we have a definition of the auxiliary verb. The auxiliary verb is followed with another verb in the infinitive in order to form a question and a negative sentence. The auxiliary verb is followed with another verb, okay? It is a helping verb. The auxiliary verb is a helping verb. It helps the verb, the main verb, which is the verb in the infinitive. Okay, it's followed with another verb in the infinitive in order to form a question or a negative sentence. Okay, the auxiliary verb is used only when we have a question and a negative sentence. The conjugation of the auxiliary verb is for I, you, we, they, he, she, it, we keep did. I did, you did, we did, they did, he, she, it did. Let's practice. Verb to play. I did not play tennis. I did not play tennis. The auxiliary verb here is did, and the negation is not, and play is the infinitive form, or the verb, the main verb, or the verb in the infinitive. Okay, so the contracted form or the short form is I didn't play tennis. I didn't play tennis. You did not play tennis. You did not play tennis. You didn't play tennis. You didn't play tennis. He did not play tennis. He did not play tennis. He didn't play tennis. He didn't play tennis. She did not play tennis. She did not play tennis. She didn't play tennis. She didn't play tennis. It did not play tennis. It did not play tennis. It didn't play tennis. It didn't play tennis. It's just the same thing. We did not play tennis. We did not play tennis. We didn't play tennis. We didn't play tennis. You did not play tennis. You did not play tennis. You didn't play tennis. You didn't play tennis. They did not play tennis. They did not play tennis. They didn't play tennis. They didn't play tennis. The summary. The negative form of verb to be in the simple past is, we have two forms, full form and short form. For the full form, I was not, he was not, she was not, it was not, we were not, you were not, they were not. Okay? For the short form, I wasn't, he wasn't, she wasn't, it wasn't, you weren't, we weren't, they weren't. Okay? Learn them by heart. Okay, they are very important. So the negative form of the other verbs, okay, I mean here the other verbs, the regular and irregular verbs. So here the negative form is I did not or I didn't plus verb in the infinitive. Here we have the auxiliary verb did not, did. The auxiliary verb in the simple past is did. Okay, I did not or I didn't plus verb in the infinitive or the main verb. I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they plus did not or didn't plus verb in the infinitive. Try to practice with the following verbs. Okay, so please try to practice with the following verb. By practicing, you will learn the language easily, okay? Verb to buy, verb to eat. Here, these verbs are the verbs that are used daily, okay? So that's why I choose them for you. Buy, eat, drink, work, smile, write, have, study, try, do, say, succeed. Okay, please try to practice with these verbs. So good luck and thank you for your attention and see you in the next video.